Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily convert any of your videos into retargetable animation, FBX animation, which you can then retarget onto your own characters in Maya or in any other software of your preference. So I won't be stopping too much here on this initial stage. So basically I just had a bunch of funny videos where I recorded myself doing some stuff, some funny stuff, dancing stuff. So basically you just drag and drop these your video here into this window here, which says drag or upload MP4. And once you will do that, you will just hit create and you will be good to go. So basically I will just switch to the results folder here. So that's the video, actually not a video, but the resulting animation. So that's the end result. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the precision, look at the all the finger movements that it captured from the single video. That's absolutely amazing in my opinion. And of course you can check the actual video side by side by clicking this button here. Okay, so once you have this this animation done, you can proceed to actually exporting this animation as FBX. So just hit this download avatar and you have this window here. So to be honest, I prefer leaving it at this Unreal. So I find it the most convenient for me. So just hit this FBX, select the FBX option here, keep it on Unreal, because this way you will be having less headache with retargeting it in Maya, because we won't be actually retargeting it in Unreal, but I will be using it to retarget this animation into onto my character in Maya. Okay, so then just hit download avatar and you will be good to go. You have to save this FBX, so I will save it here. Well, I already have it saved, so I won't be overriding it. So once you will save it, you will have the FBX, and now we're good to go. And let's switch to Maya. So I have my trusty hedgehog character here, which I love. So it's rigged, and by the way, I'm using absolutely stunning advanced skeleton. I highly recommend you guys using it. It's an absolutely fantastic add-on, plugin for Maya. It's free. Once, of course, you will be doing some commercial stuff, you will have to pay. But once you're doing some, you know, your personal stuff, you don't have to pay for it. So yeah, so this is the advanced skeleton based character, and it also has the absolutely crazy and fantastic retargeter here, which is called Mocap Matcher. So, and we will be using that, but before we will be retargeting, actually, I need to do a couple of things on the FBX that we've just exported. So let me just really quickly create new file. I will switch it to 30 FPS because, well, original FBX is actually in 60 FPS, but I don't need it to be at 60 FPS because I'm not going to render it at 60 FPS, because then it will take much longer in rendering. So instead of that, I will be just using 30 FPS. So now I'm going to import my FBX that I've just downloaded. So let me see, I have here in your eyes folder, and here we have this FBX that we've just exported. So in your eyes 07. So let's import it, and once we will import it, I think it will switch back to 60 FPS because it kind of reads the original source frame rate. So let's see, I think it will be switching to 60 FPS, but that's not a problem. Of course, we can always switch it back to 30 FPS and it will automatically recalculate. All right, so well, for some reason when you're saving these as in Unreal format, it will also bring for some reason it will bring also the blend shapes, which don't do much stuff, to be honest. So all of them, so all of this stuff, they don't do anything actually. So this is our guy, or me, doing some funny moves. So we don't need those blend shapes, so I will just, you know, delete them. no problem at all. And I will also delete all of these blend shapes. We don't need them. So now we're left only with the base mesh and the actual skeleton, right? So now I will do another thing. I will, since, yeah, as you can see, we're in 60 FPS, so now I have to switch back to 30 FPS. Well, but feel free to leave it at 60 FPS, of course, if you're planning to render it at 60 FPS. So 30 FPS is fine, and since my character, I know that my character has hair, and I'm using N hair, I would like to have some kind of a couple of frames in advance, like so that it has at least 10 frames to, you know, settle down. The hair has some time to settle down. So that's why I'm just, you know, doing this -10, and I will switch now my timeline to, I will go to -10 frame here. So now what we need to do, we need to reset all the bones to 0. Okay, so the way we can do that is simply by right-clicking. Yeah, and of course you have to click the root first, then right-click, select hierarchy. Now you have all the bones selected, and make sure that you're in either at 0 or at -10. That doesn't matter. Well, again, I'm using N hair. That's why I'm choosing to have a couple of frames in advance. And now let's go to channel box here, and let's zero out the rotation channels. I'm hitting 0, and boom, now I have these bones resetted to default T-pose, and that will help us a lot. So now, as you can see, now that's what I'm talking about. I need these 10 frames before frame 0 to kind of have my hair, my N hair, to kind of settle down, you know, so that at frame 0 they already in a nice and, you know, relaxed state. Okay, so I have this done. I'm at 30 FPS, everything's nice and dandy, and that's how my animation looks like. So don't worry about these unrealish bones here. We won't be using them, and they won't be in our way at all. Okay, so now let's just, you know, save that, save this file as choose some folder, and I actually have it saved already. So this is my file, IYE, which stands for In Your Eyes, because this is the song I'm trying to make my character dance to. So save it for 07, IE 07, and you will be good to go. And now it's time for us to switch to our character, and that's my character, this little guy. So I have just a couple of layers here. This is the hair. So that's what he's doing currently. Well, currently he's not doing anything at all, actually. And let me quickly delete this soundtrack because we don't need it now. Yeah, so now what we need to do, let's reference our motion capture. So let's create a reference, and let's go to animations, and let's go to this IYE07 that we've just saved, or should have been saving. So now let's just reference it. Cool, we have it here. Now let's see, so that's our guy. So now what we need to do, and what I actually like to do, just group it. And once we just hit Control-G on your keyboard, and you will be grouping it. But now we have the center of this group in the center of our scene, but then that's not something that we actually want. But you can leave it like that, but I prefer to kind of hit Insert on your keyboard. And I usually have my pivot at the base of the character. So like that. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Hit Insert again to go out of the insert like pivot tweaking mode. And now let's just align our character like this. It's not that important to align it. but I usually prefer to align it almost perfectly, well, at least so that the arms are aligned like this, because this way, well, at least in my experience, it gives less headache when you will be retargeting it. Okay, so now we have it aligned, right, like that. Yeah, nice. You don't need to be super precise. And yeah, we're actually ready to go. So let's now go to advanced skeleton. Let's call it here. And well, actually, we don't need this window here. We need this picker here. So let's now call mocap matcher. There you go. And now select Unreal here in the template. That's important because this way you will have the correct names. So here in this column you have the bone names for the mockup, and here you have the bones for the advanced skeleton. So this one. Okay, so now just to double check that we have everything correct. So that's my mockup. I actually will name it as mockup. Let me select the actual root of that mockup, and we can click this detect from selected, and yeah, it detected it that it has this namespace mockup, right? So that's correct. That's a good sign. And we can do scan mockup skeleton, and if you didn't do this zeroing out of bones earlier in the dedicated file, you can do it actually here. Just switch to 0 or -10, and you will be able to zero out your bones here using this button. But since I already have everything zeroed out at frame -10, I have everything set up already. So now I'm ready to actually do retargeting. So the only thing you need to do, just hit this connect mockup skeleton. And there you go. You have an absolutely fantastic retargeting done. So if I will play it back, so let me rewind it really quick. Cool. So now what you can do, you can just hit bake, and it will bake the animation from the original mockup skeleton to your character. And what's even more cool is that it will bake it onto both IK controls of your advanced skeleton rig and to FK controls. So that's really cool. So it will be up to you whether you then want to tweak your character, your skeleton, your rig using FK controls or IK controls. That's totally up to you. And I can say that this is absolutely fantastic. It helped me so many times. All right, so now we've retargeted everything, and now we can just go to a reference editor, and we can select this guy here and unload it or remove the references because we don't need it anymore. We have our animation ready and retargeted it just fine. Cool. And just to have the sense of a floor, we can go to polygon primitive and just let's create ourselves a plane like that. So now our character is a little bit floating, but that's absolutely not a problem because you can always just grab the global control and play with it like this. And let me disable the hair for now, so that our scene plays a little bit more smoothly. Okay, so that's how it looks. I would say it looks amazing, almost flawless. Let me just quickly double check what we have here. Maybe something like that. We have this leg being a little bit down here, so it's not level with the right leg, but that's not a problem. We can always tweak that. We can fix that using animation layers. And another thing, so let's actually play it back and let's see what we have. So check this out. Let me disable the bones. So check this out. I think this is amazing. Check the fingers. It's absolutely fantastic. It captures even the fingers, like when he does this fist. That's absolutely cool. Alright guys, so that's how you convert your videos into retargetable animations inside of Maya using Meshcapade and Advanced Skeleton. And later on, I can show you also how you can clean your animations, your retargeted animations, using a fantastic plugin for Maya by Slava Baravik. By the way, I highly recommend it, guys. It's called Smart Layer. And by using this plugin, you will be fixing feed sliding in no time. So I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you did like it, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like and comment. See you guys. Bye.